very good day to you. Here from us here at Oja Farms, and my name is Reed. I'm going to show you an awesome bean that we've developed that you can have as a complete protein, which is so delicious, and you're not going to believe what you can do with this bean. We're going to start with a very nice bean soup that you can do. It's inexpensive and it is full of protein. It contains 36% protein. While we fry the onions, I'm going to tell you how we get our beans from that to that to that. Okay, very simple, very easy. We've got a factory on our farm where we take the raw bean, we put it through the machine, and we get our dry roasted bean. The yellow one is not ready to be eaten because it still contains antitrypsin, which then needs to be changed over into a trypsin. And this one has gone through 160 microwaves to get it to there. So what makes this one different to other ones? Very basic. This is the raw one. It's hard and it's very difficult to crack. When you look at this one that's gone through the dry roasted process, when you press it, there's your bean that's got a caramelized color inside because it has gone through the process. Now the difference between these two, the main difference is the taste. When you taste that one, it's got a horrible, grassy, soil kind of taste to it. This one, in the process that we put it through, actually changes the taste from that horrible, grassy, soil kind of taste to a very nice, nutty taste. And that's what makes our bean good to use. Then the next problem is, how do you get that tiny little bean to this size? I'm going to show you. You take your dry roasted bean and you soak it for 20 minutes in boiling water. It's very important, boiling water. Once we've soaked it, we've discarded the water, we take the bean and we actually cook it in boiling water for 30 to 40 minutes together with the stock that we also supply you. And then you get this bean that is absolutely to die for. It's soft, soft, soft and ready to use to make all the dishes that we're going to do, because everything that we're making today is made from this step onwards. We've got a blender. Then we're going to add our onions that we've just fried. We've got our beans in. We've got some boiling water. And that's your end result. And you have a delicious full cream soup. The next dish that we're going to talk about is a real biryani, Indian biryani that we made. So for those who loves rice, this is the one that you will be using. We've just braised our onions, added our spices to it, our biryani spice to it. We've added our beans in together with some tomatoes, and we cooked it off to get rid of the acidity of the tomatoes. Then we've added our rice. We pre-cooked our peas and then just added in to put a little bit of greenery in with it. And this is what you get. And then of course, what is a nice biryani without some nice dhania that we just put on top? And voila, there we go. This recipe is on our website that you can go and download from our website and you can enjoy it. It is really delicious and I can't wait to taste. I really wish media, social media, will get to a point where people can actually smell your food and taste your food while you're busy with it. The next dish that we're going to talk about is a very traditional Cape Malaysian dish called bobotie. It's also a curry dish, but it is a sweet curry, which is in South Africa one of the best curries that you can have because of its sweetness that it got. I'm going to tell you how we make it while I'm going to just dish some of it up for you so that you can just see what it looks like on the inside. What you do is you just use a traditional recipe that you have and you just replace your meat with our beans. And then you've got this. Because our beans contains lecithin, you do not need to add egg inside your dish. You only need to put it on top so that you can fool people by saying, this is actually, they would think it's mince, but it's not, it's beans. Okay, so without further ado, let's quickly take out a piece so that we can pleasantly surprise you with what it looks like on the inside. And there you go. I'm going to show you inside. It's got your beans, it's got your raisins in, so it's a real traditional bobotie that we've made and that you're going to enjoy. The last recipe that I've made for you guys is what we call a Mexican dish. So if you go onto our website, you will find it under the name Mexican dish. But this is far more than just a Mexican dish. You can use this one to do lasagnas, you can use it in wraps, but our favorite, because we're farmers, is to have it with puttepap and this on top of your puttepap. Now what we've done here, very basic and simple. You just fry your onions, your peppers together, and once it's braised properly and your onions are nice and light and getting that shiny see-through look, you add some paprika to it, your beans, some tomatoes and some garlic, and voila, this is what you have. So let's start. We're going to have some nice putu. You can of course eat this with basically anything. This is also very nice on pizzas. You can use this wherever you want. Okay, and then you add this on, and remember, this is turning a breakfast into a complete protein. Now, something very nice about this is the fact that it's a slow release bean. So what happens is when you eat it in the morning, it will keep you full for the whole day, and which makes it also very cost effective because of the price of it, because it's so inexpensive and so easy to use. The big question is always, where do we find it? And it's very simple. On our website is our telephone number, and we supply it in nice buckets like this. This is a 10-liter bucket. We've got a 5-liter, 10-liter, and a 25-liter bucket. This 10-liter bucket makes 100 dishes, and that's what makes it an affordable product to use. And you can do all of this and more with these beans. The benefits of using our beans is that each and every dish that we've made tastes different because the bean actually absorbs the flavor of the spices that you use, and that is what makes it so unique, so nice. Now, of course, the other things is it is a complete protein, so it also contains all 9 amino acids. There's only 3 products in the world that does that. One is meat, other one is quinoa, and the last one is our beans. Now, the big thing with this is when you do not eat meat, you need to have a complete protein, which means you need to have all 9 amino acids. And the problem is when you eat lentils, for instance, you have to have brown rice with it to make it a complete protein. Yeah, you have your complete protein all together in one. If you're looking for some recipes, we've got some very nice recipes on our website, www.ojafarms.co.za. And you can also go onto our Facebook page, Oja Farms, where you will also find some delicious recipes and snacks that you can do with our beans.